Hey guys.
So if you watch our last vlog, you know that I went to the ER yesterday. Nothing. I left without a diagnosis or anything, like literally nothing. And I woke up today even worse. And if you didn't watch that last vlog, the last 3 days I've been having belly button, like navel, stomach pain, but it's not like inside my stomach, it's the outside. It hurts mainly when I bend. I woke up today and now I'm bleeding out of my belly button. So something is obviously not right. I was gonna see my actual doctor, but I kind of can't because it's the weekend. And the ER yesterday said if I get any worse to go back to the ER, but I'm not going back to that ER because they just seem very nonchalant. So I'm gonna go to a different one. I'm just really nervous and I just hope nothing's like really wrong. Alrighty, so in the car, Becky had to go get something out of the house. So she's gonna go do that and then we're off to the appointment. This hospital is about an hour and a half away. Not really looking forward to the car ride. But I mean, some days I'm cool with it. Other days my anxiety is so high that I just can't stand being in a car. That's kind of where I'm at right now, but
My health is more important.
I'm a mess.
See, the situation is,
I'm in pain. I feel the pain mainly when I'm bending or like kind of shifting, if that makes sense. But as I'm sitting here, I feel no pain at all. So it's like, I don't feel nauseous. I don't feel anything like that. Like, I feel like I'm in a good mood. But then I move just a little bit, or I remember that my actual belly button is bleeding, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's going on. So we have been at the hospital for literally 10 minutes. We've already seen a nurse and a doctor. This hospital, ER, way better than the one I went to yesterday. Like, they have been on top of it. Love it. But, yeah, I'll have to update you guys on everything when I leave because I feel weird filming here. Oh, look at Becky over there. I'm on this bed situation, so I just got home. I'm just sitting outside. My purse is weirdly around my neck. Don't mind that. It's like, I don't care. So I got seen pretty freaking quickly at the hospital, which was pretty nice. It was weird because they didn't take my blood. I didn't have to pee in a cup. But yeah, I didn't have to do anything like that. You know, the nurse came in,
looked at my belly button.
Then almost immediately after, the doctor did, and he cleaned it up. I didn't realize actually how bad it was bleeding. Until, you know, he was cleaning it, and I was just like, wow. He swabbed it, you know, all that sort of stuff. But I feel like things are still just kind of up in the air. He came back and he told me it might be an infection. Like, nothing is like for sure. He's like, it might be an infection. And he said it might be something that needs to be surgically fixed. And I was just like, what? Like, I don't know. So he put me on 2 antibiotics, and one is a topical and the other one is oral, and I have to do the oral 3 times a day, and I have to do the other one 2 times a day. So
Well, that was a pretty penny.
So on top of that, I'm like so confused because then another woman comes back and she hands me, because you know how like when you leave a hospital they give you like papers on what your diagnosis is. She came back with papers about cellulitis, and I was just like, okay, that's weird. And she explained, you know, he's just giving you this just in case this is what it is. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I know from experience everything about cellulitis because I've had it twice. It was both times in high school. The second time I actually was hospitalized because I was like literally on the verge of death. It was one of the most scarier times of my life. And to me, this doesn't really feel like cellulitis because before I couldn't eat. I couldn't even think straight. I had a fever that was like 105. That's when I was hospitalized. I had the chills and all that, and like I was puking a lot. Like it was bad. And I don't have any of that. I guess there are certain situations where you don't get all that with cellulitis, but the 2 times I have had it, that has been, you know, what happened. And I don't know.
Tomorrow's Monday. As soon as it's Monday, like literally, I am going to call my doctor's office, make an appointment for as early as possible.
As soon as possible, and hopefully get this figured out, because this is just a lot. Like, it's still very up in the air, and I don't want anything super wrong to be there. Like, I'm scared, and even Becky's scared, and it was so sad. But on the way, like when she was driving, she started crying, and I was just like, babe, what's wrong? And she was just so worried about me that she just started crying, and it was so random. Like, we weren't even talking about anything. She just started crying, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, she's just really worried too. And, you know, it is scary, and it's just, this is kind of out of my control right now. I'm gonna take the antibiotics and do what is said of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do, you know, what is asked of me, and that's the only thing I can do. And like Eric keeps telling me, breathe, just breathe, you know. And what I keep telling myself is
I can't change something that I can't change.
Do you get what I'm saying? There is no reason to worry when there's literally nothing I can do to fix this.
So it is what it is. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen.
So I just am going to take my antibiotics. I'm going to schedule my appointment with my doctor, and I'll keep you guys updated on the whole thing.
So I wanted to actually sit here and give you guys a little update.
I haven't talked about my weight, like the 100 days of weighing in. That's like long gone. I haven't talked about my weight. I haven't talked about like what I've been eating, really. You know, am I even on track or anything like that? So I kind of wanted to talk a bit about that. First of all, I have not weighed myself since the last time I did my 100 days of weighing in, which was, God, has it been like 2 weeks? I think it's been like 2 weeks. I don't know. As for my eating, I'm pretty much eating whatever I want. Like, I'm not binging though, and that feels so good. And I think I know the culprit for that. So I have some wisdom tooth situation going on where anytime I eat anything that's candy or ice cream or just like sweets in general, anything that's like sugary, I have a full-fledged toothache. All of these teeth, like my whole head, this part of my nose, this part of my tongue, like my jaw up here, my jaw down here, my ear, everything hurts. It is, I want to stand by this and say that's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. So I have completely just stopped eating anything sweet. It has been hard. I will 100% say it has been torturous, but the longer I do it, the easier it gets. And I notice that it kind of takes away this like addiction to binging and like overeating. I don't really crave sweets anymore, and it honestly feels really good. Like, I will sit here and say that until I'm blue in the face. It feels really good. I, every night, felt like I had to have tons of ice cream and candy, and it's like, I don't feel that way anymore. So this whole tooth situation is almost like a blessing in disguise.
My health is more important. My health is more important.
So I have decided that I'm just not going to weigh myself until the morning of my weight loss doctor's appointment. And I'm going to vlog that because I want to document it. Till then, I'm kind of just going to eat what I want for breakfast, eat what I want for lunch, eat what I want for dinner. And I'm hoping I'm not going to be gaining weight from that, because I've noticed I have actually been a lot less swollen, and that feels really good. And it just feels good not to binge. So it's just been like a hot minute since I like updated you guys on that. But yeah, my doctor's appointment is still coming, so don't worry about that.
I have been anxiously waiting. I wish it was sooner because I'm just ready to do whatever he tells me to do.
And I'm kind of scared because it's like, what is he gonna tell me to do? I just feel like there's so many different like options. And things for him to tell me. I'm scared, but this is a professional. This is a weight loss actual surgeon I'm gonna be seeing. So I'm just like, oh man. But anyways, I actually think I'm gonna end this video.
But anyways, I'm gonna end this vlog and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.